Hello, everyone. I'm Carrie George from CIBN Connect, and I have a fabulous announcement to make. I'm so excited, and I know that there's some people out there who are excited who've been asking us about this. Our founding program, Founders Program, is about to go live again. And we haven't done this in a year. We've had our very first Founders Program started last year. And we had a group of people who joined us on the Founders Program, and they had a phenomenal experience. And I have one of those people here with me today who's going to share with you what her experience was. And we're going to talk with her in just a few minutes. And I just want to tell you a little bit about what is the Founders Program. So if you've been out networking, you know that real networking, where people get together regularly and actually share leads with each other because they know, like, and trust each other, usually takes place in these weekly meetings. And weekly meetings and belonging to groups that have weekly meetings has a cost. And that cost, when we were doing live meetings, that could be like $3,500 a year. And when we went to online meetings, what we realized very quickly is that we could do it at a quarter of the cost, and that we could do it for a quarter of the time. And then what we found out is that people actually made twice the profit doing it that way. And we have turned this into an incredible system where now we show our networkers how to go through the 5 stages of networking. We call it a networking success path that we have at CIBN Connect. And we're taking people through this, and it's been phenomenal doing that. But when you join a networking group, usually you have these fees. You have monthly fees, you have annual fees, you have ongoing fees. When we were doing live, of course, that had to do with all those meals. I don't know if you know about this, but our monthly meals for one city was $180,000 a year for one city. And our members, of course, were paying $2,500 to $3,500 a year to participate in that. But today, with online, it's been dropped down to like $700 a year or $59 a month. And as I said, a quarter of the time, a quarter of the cost, and twice the profit. Still, there's these fees. And I don't know about you, I don't like paying fees. I don't like having to pay every month, month after month after month. So last year, we launched the Founders Project, okay? And the Founders Project is where you get to pay a one-time sum, and then you never pay again. And it is phenomenal because you don't have a monthly bill, okay? So this year, we're going to launch it again, and it is only $12.97, okay? It includes 4 weekly meetings if you want to attend that many. We've got lots that you can attend. It includes training events, stuff like social media boot camp and quarter launch and all kinds of stuff. And we're going to tell you about some of the things that are coming up right away. These are $600 courses, $700 courses, $1,400 courses. All of it's included. And you can have it all for only $12.97 one time and never pay again. Okay? But before we get into all of that, I want to actually have you hear from one of our founders last year. In fact, this was the first founder that joined us. In fact, she called me and said, I want to be the first. When she heard there was a rumor that we were going to do this, she was like, I want to be the first. So this is Michelle Phillips-Nystrom. Michelle, why did you want to be first when we had the Founders Program go live last year?
Because I love CIBN and I wanted to be not only a founder, but the first founder, and show my support and guarantee that I was always going to be a part of CIBN.
Awesome. And you had a good experience up to that point already, because you were only in the network, I think, 3 or 4 months prior to us launching the Founders Program last year.
Absolutely. I'm from a sort of more remote rural area of Alberta. And so I was kind of struggling on my own. I didn't know a lot of business owners here, like maybe to see them, but not well enough to be able to get any guidance or help from them. And I had tried a different organization. It was a ladies one, and it didn't turn out to be what I had hoped for. And so when I went to my first CIBN meeting, I actually had seen it online and I was rather timid. I know for people who know me, that's hard to believe. In the beginning, I'm kind of timid, and CIBN members were so open and welcoming and friendly and wonderful that, of course, I came again and again. And the changes in both myself and my business have been phenomenal over the last year, for sure.
That's awesome. So you actually you were the first person to buy the Founders Program, and now we have weekly networking every week, variety of different meetings that you can attend weekly. Have you been able to take advantage of the weekly networking?
Oh my gosh, there was a point where I was dedicated and I was at not only one meeting every week because we have several. I was checking them all out, and I loved it, and I it was amazing because each of the meetings tends to have a little bit different crowd at it, and so you meet a lot of different people, but then there's still a core group of people that once you see them on a weekly basis, you become friends and you network with them, and you give them leads, they give you leads, or like in my case, I have a coffee company, and there is a number of CIBN members who support me in that, which is awesome, and I really appreciate. So it's even now I don't make it quite as much as I used to because now I'm busy. Before I had more time, and it's like old home week. Like the chat is open. It's like, hey, how you doing? Like people actually care. They care how your business is. They care how you are, and they want to help you move forward in your business, which is amazing and wonderful.
Awesome. I'm watching this. Some of people are joining us online here. Wendy Kraft is actually watching right now. She's another founding member who joined us. Her that's going to happen later in the week. So she's going to be able to tell us what her experience has been as well. But your weekly networking, you had lots of great experiences, lots of opportunities to participate. Was there any penalty if you didn't participate? Was there any rules that you had to worry about, or things that, any negatives in any of that?
No, there is not. It's your business and your choice. But it is true that the more that you put into it, the more you get out of it. Absolutely. And whether that, I mean, you get to choose, if you want to go to 3 meetings a week, or you want to go to 1 meeting a week, or you can't make it one week. It's really a casual setup, and all of CIBN is designed to help us win. It's not about putting more pressure on us. It's not about we have to. It's about we're here to help. How can we help you? What do you need?
Michelle, I love that. I love that you're sharing that. But you know what? There are people out there who believe that you must attend the same group every week, and that you should be penalized if you do not attend. And they say that if you don't do it like that, you won't make any money. Is that true? What has your experience been?
No, I'd have been long gone a long time ago.
Did you make money? Was it profitable for you?
You know what? It was profitable in so many ways because I've been able to go international. I've met some really awesome, solid people who have helped me to grow my business, and I'm helping them to grow theirs. And, not only that, Carrie, but because you learn how to do things appropriately, how to collaborate with people, how to talk to people and reach out, you can use that in other places. So CIBN is my home, and I love it, and I can get education, and I feel welcome and loved by other members. And but I do go out to other people, and because of the confidence and the education that I've gotten in CIBN, I can do that well. Yeah. And so I have a number of connections. I mean, here I am in little rural Alberta, and I have a number of connections in the US, in Florida, in North Carolina, in Kansas, and we do business together. And so, and actually, just this morning, I had an appointment, a Zoom with a couple gentlemen from the East that another CIBN member referred me to. It was like he knew I was having some shipping challenges, and he said, "Oh, hey, I used to deal with these people." And it was fabulous. We had a great meeting. They're great guys, and they're going to try and help me out. So I think that belonging to a network is, the possibilities are limitless of what you can. And the amazing thing about CIBN is that we have these totally successful people, and they just help because they want to.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Really makes a huge, huge difference. Michelle, I think we should mention that you were invited by your friend Heather to join the network, because I noticed, I think she's posted in the chat.
Did you just say that? You know what was so funny? It's hilarious because we talked about this, because Heather and I know each other from a different business seminar, and she had went with you, I think, and then I had seen something online, and then we were like talking, like, is this the same Carrie George? She's like, yes, go, go, go. So it's really fun because we have CIBN together, but
Yes.
we're also like friends on the outside.
Exactly. So I want to ask you about the training events, because, I know people, our regular membership is $59 a month, and it's $708 a year when you do the math. It's USD, right? And then we have these training events, and they're $600, $700, $1,400. So, and when you are a member, you don't have to pay the $600, $700, and so on. You just actually pay for the membership. And what we're offering with the founders program is that you get all of that in a one-time fee, which, by the way, you can make in 3 payments too. If you can't scarf down $12.97, no problem, you can do it in 3 payments. But did you find that the training events were actually worth that? So let's talk about what a couple of them are. Like, I know that you've been to Social Media Bootcamp. The price tag on Social Media Bootcamp is $799. So $800 to take this course. Is it worth it? What did you find out about Social Media Bootcamp? What did you get from that?
I love Social Media Bootcamp, and the fact that you do the way you do it is like a social media bootcamp, a challenge, so you can put into practice what you've learned each day, and then you do another portion. And it was fantastic. Like, it actually made me believe that I could do my own social media, which is saying a lot for the person who like borrows posts from other people and reposts them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's phenomenal. And I also actually had the opportunity to go to a goal setting, which was really good. Like, for me, it really put things in perspective. It helped me to build a reasonable goal structure, as well as put some affirmations behind that. So
Absolutely.
everything.
That's the quarter launch that you're talking about, which, by the way, is right now available on our website. It is at thecibn.com/events. We have the quarter launches up there. The next one that's coming up is June 9th. And we show you how to actually build goals into your business in 90-day segments throughout the year, like big companies do, so that you start thinking about your small company, your small business, like a big company, and working 1 quarter to 1 quarter. So this is what Michelle's talking about, is the quarter launch that she attended, and that was very helpful for you. And by the way, the price tag on one time attending that is $599. And is it worth $599?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be. Absolutely. For me, it was phenomenal. But I mean, I think that for me, I was like sort of beginning, and that there was a lot of stuff I didn't know. But I mean, I've been here for a year now, and there's still lots for me to learn. Like, I think that these trainings are beneficial, whether you just opened your door, you're planning on opening a door, or you've had your door open for a long time. Because regardless of how much we know, we never know it all.
Yeah, and there's such a group of people that are involved with everything, and the feedback that's coming in. You're getting the wisdom of multiple voices of people who've been in business for a long time. So all of that is part of the CIBN Connect experience when you're taking a course like that. So the $599 course, the quarter launch, and you'll see it on our website, and the price tag on it is $599. But it also tells you, if you're a member, you get it for free. You don't have to pay. And not only that, it's been recorded and put into the video portal with a whole lot of other courses, over $6,000 worth of courses in there that you get access to the second you become a member. So, I mean, yes, you can go to the membership page on our website at thecibn.com, and you could buy it for $59 a month USD, or you could say, you know what? I just want to pay it off, and I'm going to do the Founders Program. And there are some special perks with the Founders Program. We're going to be talking more about that next week as it goes live, what some of the special deals are. But there are some cool things that you get, like you get your own CIBN mug that says I'm a founder, and you get to be identified in the network as a founding member. And was that fun to be called a founding member in the network? Did that give you a little bit of, did that kind of spice it up for you and have people kind of recognize that you're a founder?
Absolutely. I think that as a founding member, that we have a camaraderie, right? Because we know that we're all going to be here for a long time. And a good time. We always have a good time at CIBN.
One of the little perks for a founding member this time is I got these great big stickers like this that you can put on the wall behind you if you want to.
Awesome.
CIBN Connect, and only the founders are going to get those. We've never made them available to anybody before. So you're going to be the first ones to get that. And by the way, existing founding members are going to be honored in that, and they're going to be sent that. So that's going to be really cool. So you'll get one too. Woohoo!
Sweet.
Yes, we're going to have some fun. It's going to be great. We are really excited about launching the program again, and it's going to be very short term. It's going to run for 1 week. It's all going to be over by, I think it's June the 6th. It's all over. So it's going to go live next week. And, you only have one opportunity, and then it's off the table again for a year or more. I'm not sure at this point if we'll offer them again, because I don't know, I think it's too stinking hot of a deal. I always go, should I or shouldn't I? But we've had members say they heard about it last year for some of the founding members, and they're like, are you going to do that again? Are you going to offer that again? Can I just pay this one time and never pay again? Because that would be great, So
yeah.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it available for everybody. And what do you think, Michelle? Is it worth it? Should they jump on it?
I would, yes. I would jump all over it a second time for sure. Because I prefer not to have the payment. And I know that it's something that I intend to be involved with for a long, long time. And so for me, it was like, I got to do it. And I was like you said, I was on the phone to you, like, when are we doing this? Like, let's get going. And I tend to find that with any of the programs that you offer, that they're all amazing value and something that I want to participate in. That is, it's growing me, it's growing my business. And I can't imagine why a person wouldn't want to do it that way, because it works out to like less than 2 years fees. And to be really grounded in a network, you need to be there for a little bit. People need to know you and know who you are and what you do. And I mean, very often we have new people come and we get to know them because we want to know about their businesses. We want to know, about them and welcome them in. And then it's at the points after that the friendship grows and the respect and the doing a lot more business, right? You always say 7 to 14 touches. And I think in some ways we're a little bit faster than that as members with other members, because you want to support one another. And I think that there's a number of businesses, mine included, that have not been affected as much by COVID because of the other members, right?
Yeah,
because
that's true. We've had tremendous best stories this year, and even in really unexpected industries like John Nielsen, who is an auto mechanic, had the best year ever in 2020 because of his involvement in the CIBN network. So it's just incredible to have that kind of impact on even an auto mechanic, that kind of business. So, and that just shows that anybody, that just tied into the network and participated, how awesome that could be for them. But I love what you're saying about the relationship building, because that is really what makes good networking. When people come along and they dip their toe in the water, all you get is a wet toe. You don't get any of the real experience. Okay, it's kind of like you were inoculated and you got just enough of the disease to keep from getting it. Okay, you got to actually experience CIBN. You got to get in the full thing. And I know when I was first in business, somebody said to me, when you're doing business and you're doing like partnerships and you're doing working together kind of thing, it's kind of like a courtship, a dating, and a marriage, right? So in the beginning, you're like checking each other out. Is this really for me? Whatever. Well, I would encourage you, if you've never heard of us before, go check us out right now. Get through that because the deal's over on the 6th. Okay. So go, and you can talk to any of our members. You want to talk to some of our members, we'll give you members to talk to, and you can ask them what their opinions are. Michelle has, been happy to share hers with us today. But there's that courtship phase, and then there's that dating phase. Okay, yeah, I'm coming to a few meetings, I'm checking it out. And then there's, let's get into a relationship phase. Let's move in together. let's have a marriage, And I always said, when people come into these big events, I've met them over the years, they're like, well, I want to go to a big event, Carrie. I don't want to go to a small event. Big events are like one night stands, okay? Nobody is remembering your name tomorrow. There were 200 people there. You didn't stand out from those other 200 people. It's really, really hard to stand out from 200 people. But when you have a series of smaller events where people get to know, like, and trust you, that's no longer a one-night stand. That is a relationship. And people get to love you. And that's what Michelle is describing here. She loves the other members. They love her. They want to see each other succeed. They're investing time and effort and often even money into one another's lives and businesses. And it makes a huge, huge difference. So, Michelle, you feel it's worthwhile? Do you have any parting thoughts as we finish up here about the Founders Program?
I do, actually, Carrie, because I know one of our other members, we were talking one time about networking, and what she had mentioned is, because all of us, or a lot of us probably, like, CIBN is home, but we visit other places, right? Because you just want to know what's going on out there. Yeah. And she said, in CIBN, there's a different feeling to it, because we are all committed to one another. And so it's home. It really is home. And I know that at any moment, I don't even know how many people, but a number of people that I could phone and say, oh my gosh, this just happened. How do I fix it? What do I do? And not only that, those same people are there to help you prevent it. Right? Yeah. You can say, oh, I like with the gentleman with the shipping, like, what's one of your pain points? And then he was like, well, I know these people. You give them a try. And so you don't typically get that with other places. It's more about, okay, this is what I do. This is what you do. Okay, no, I don't want your stuff. Yeah, I do want your stuff. It's more of a transaction, right? And so there are some great other places. I just mean part of it might be me, because that's how I feel. This is my home. This is where I'll always be. And this is where we like to welcome people. Like, anyone is welcome to join us, and we'll help you to the best of our abilities, and however that might look like. It's
well, you know what? You put a down payment on the house when you bought the, you joined the family, put a down payment on the house. You bought the Founders Program, and that's what we're saying. You put a down payment on the house, you're in, right? So right now, that's the Founders Program is $12.97. It's one time. You never pay again. You just network your face off for the rest of your life.
Well, and like you say, Carrie, with no conditions. Because I personally, I don't have the nature that I can belong to something that says I have to, because I do it for a while, but then it's like, no, I don't. I don't have to. I don't have to come this Thursday if there's not a reason, or I don't have to give somebody referrals if I don't feel comfortable with them. Like that,
Right.
to me, that's crazy, especially when you're paying to belong.
That's right. I would agree. It's all about getting to know, like, and trust people, and there has to be a warm and friendly and family type environment for people to feel like that, and for them to have the experiences that gives them that feeling. And that's what we do. We're putting on over 500 events a year, and there is this opportunity for people, for members, and for their guests to come and to just experience what networking is supposed to look like. And what I tell people all the time, if you're not making $150,000 a year at networking, you're still doing it wrong. So come and learn how to do it right. Let's do it together. Let's work on this together. And will that happen for you in year one? Probably not. But by year two, it may. Okay. And especially when you start counting up things too, like mistakes missed. Like, you mentioned you had that, shipping issue. Okay. I know myself, my first year in business, I lost $18,000 in a mistake. And I have stopped making stupid mistakes since I've been around CIBN and the network, because I am surrounded by people who teach me to do things like due diligence and look things up and find things out and ask the right questions. And you just don't learn that out in the world. You need a network around you of people who know those things so that it rubs off. And it does take some time. It's not instant rice. But by year two, year three, yes, our members, I completely expect them to be pulling in $150,000 a year from their networking, because things start to change. Their mindset starts to change. Their opportunities start to open up. I know right now you have an opportunity, but opportunities that are coming at you lately that are bigger opportunities, larger size opportunities, things you never would have thought of doing. The whole world is open up to you now. So that's been pretty exciting to watch.
Well, and it's been, the first time, I still remember the first time I was actually in a meeting and a new person had come, and I was like, okay, so they should meet so-and-so and so-and-so and do a one-on-one with so-and-so. And it was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually becoming one of those people, which is a good thing. It's a wonderful thing, And so that's one of my happy joys of life is, meeting with people and actually knowing who can help them, or, who they should talk to for perhaps a collaboration or whatever. Like you say, once you reach that point and you have the confidence, because I didn't have the confidence before. I didn't know what I should be doing. And so once you reach that point, then the world does become your oyster. It really does.
It's awesome. It's phenomenal. It's been awesome watching you grow in business and watching you grow as a woman in business and just as a business owner and an entrepreneur. And I know that this is just the beginning. So congratulations on the anniversary of your first year. Woohoo! And and we're looking forward to bringing on more people now in the Founders Program. I will post the links underneath the video all over Facebook and YouTube and all that kind of stuff so people can see it. But you can find our website at thecibn.com if you want to check us out and find out more if you haven't heard of us before. And of course, you're free to reach out to, we have many different testimonies and videos on the website and on the YouTube channel, which is on the CIBN. It's called CIBN TV. And you're welcome to reach out to those people and ask them questions. We often, where we post their testimonies, we link directly to their LinkedIn pages. So you can actually talk to them. We're not afraid of you talking to them. We know that they had a stellar experience and they're going to give us a great raving review. And we know that you're going to be giving us one in a year from now too, if you take the opportunity to join the Founders today. So that's everything's going live. We're going to be talking about this a lot over the next week. And I can't wait to see the new group of founders that are going to be joining us. It's going to be fun. So we're going to finish up here. Have a great day. Weekend's coming up. Have a great weekend. Happy capitalism. And you're going to love us. I'm telling you. Michelle, do you love us?
I love you. Yes, I love everyone.
And every broadcast and every meeting with happy
Capitalism.
capitalism. All right, bye-bye.